We getting right into this, man. Because we know we had the T Mac over Kobe or the ring. This is the
Ring
ring. The
culture.
ring. The ring culture. We jumping in because I'm not gonna lie. Listen, T Mac, you official, but I don't know what spliffs you've been smoking and what you've been doing lately. Because first you bugged out with the Tinsley and Kyrie. Now you talking about switch
Yo,
Kobe with me. Like
time
T Mac,
out.
I need you to chill. T
Wait,
Mac,
I need
listen.
wait.
T Mac,
Ed gotta come back in because I need to
yeah,
hear how
T
you feel
Mac,
about the
T Mac.
Kyrie,
I
the
need you to
Kyrie,
chill.
Hold
Cause
on.
T Mac, we rocks with you, but my
T Mac.
dude,
You one
I
of
don't
the
know what's been in the
best.
cereal. I don't know what liquor yo, listen, T Mac, you've been outrageous. You've been outrageous, man. You've been outrageous, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and we talked about the Kyrie and Tinsley thing last episode. You feel me? But T Mac, you've been
Yo,
outrageous, man. You've been outrageous, man. And I'm not gonna lie to you. So we gonna jump on your neck. No, no pause, no homo, whatever you want, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But nah.
buzz that for
T
that.
Mac
Yeah.
said replace him with Kobe
You don't
and
think I
he
win
gonna
a
win
championship?
rings. You're gonna win a chip. Yo, like you never had the opportunity. T Mac, listen, you make me not, yo, in Florida, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're having trauma from not getting that ring when you was on the Spurs. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with you.
Wait,
But
hold on,
listen to
bro.
me.
Because since you brought it up, I gotta rehash that moment because that's one of the moments that stuck in my head forever. So Spurs playing Miami. They Spurs is up. I think what 3-2. You know that
Yeah.
how yo T Mac was on the bench like this. Oh, he was happy. Yo, they was rolling out the trophy. They had the fucking tapes and shit ready. Ray Allen, they was smiling. He like, oh, he comes. Oh, he's like three. They roll the shit back in the fucking
Yo, that nigga T Mac is cursed out this shit,
So
man.
when you brought that up, I had to bring it up because that
Nah.
was fucking hilarious.
Listen. Yo, listen. When he said Tinsley, and Tinsley is Brooklyn. Segiro know how I do with Brooklyn.
FBI,
But
Brooklyn.
that was cocaine activity, man. You understand me?
Son, I don't know
Like, yo,
what the
listen.
fuck T
We're
Mac
not even gonna go to the T Mac over Kobe shit because that don't even make sense, right? We're gonna go to this ring culture, Segiro, set this
No,
shit
we're
off,
gonna
man.
talk about it
T Mac
briefly.
over Kobe, that's what we're talking about. Listen, T Mac is doing some shit, right?
So this the
Like,
funny thing, right, with the Mac Kobe, right?
yeah,
Because
go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a point, right? I'm gonna say from '01 to '03.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say
That's the
'01.
right, that's the right.
I'm gonna really
Oh
say
01 to oh
two.
04.
Yeah, I really want to say 2000, 2001, 2001, 2002, and I want to stop there. But I might give you '03, '04. There was a point
Yeah,
where we
that's a
was
good
like,
range.
yeah, I mean, barbershop talk, in the hood, wherever. Yo, is it Mac? Is it Kobe? Are you a Mac guy? Is it a Kobe guy? Because I feel like
Right.
Iverson was stamped. AI was kind of like his own entity. AI
Yeah,
was just AI.
the
But the
gun.
Mac Kobe
Yeah,
thing was like a real conversation. And it
yeah,
was deserved. Because I ain't gonna front on offense, I really think it was like this. But I was telling Mel earlier, defensively, it was like this.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
if both dudes is elite at offense, like could see eye to eye, but one guy is one of the best defenders of all time, and the other one damn near doesn't defend,
yeah,
T Mac can defend, but
mm,
chose really not to.
yeah,
It's not a debate. It's actually a unanimous decision who's better, Kobe Bryant.
yeah.
yeah.
I think that conversation came up because they was on the panel and they was talking about because it was in part of the ring culture. So they were
Yeah.
saying T Mac was like, "Well, you don't look at me differently as an individual player for not winning the championship, right?" So and then he brought up, if you replace me with Kobe, I don't win championships. I think in my 2 cents on it, we all know, like you said, Joe, in that point of time, I was even debating like, yo, T Mac is like he's monstrous.
winning scoring titles and all too.
Monstrous. Like,
Yeah.
even Kobe said that he was the toughest person
He
to
ever had to
to
guard. He ever
guard,
had to deal with.
right?
Kobe
But when we
said
look
he
at
was me at 6'9".
right, and he's 6'9". So when you look at, and you just got to break down the players, right? Because you take, like, people say, well, you take this person, you put them on that team where they win. It's all about the individual player and the attributes as a player. You pointed out, Segiro, like Kobe was a different kind of winner.
It's the intangibles, bro.
The intangibles
That
a different
separate.
kind of winner. Like how a player like Mike got his team gathered up to win because he was on y'all ass. Like, I'm on here to win championships. If y'all ain't on it, get up out of here. We win championship. T-Mac was not that kind of player. T-Mac was like, I'm going to give you 30 and go to sleep. You know what I mean? That's the kind of player T-Mac was. So,
pretty much. And I was telling Mel, my issue with people just trying to drop a player in and take a player out and say, you don't think I'll do the same thing, is that's like saying take Steph Curry out and drop Damian Lillard in. Do the
not the
Warriors
same.
still do that? I don't know that. Because for the longest I used to hear, and I was one of the people that was saying it, yo, if Giannis and Dame get together, it's over. And it is over. Shit never started. It never started. So it don't just work like that. There's intangibles that have to be put into place, and you got to see it through, because T-Mac is talking about the championships they won. He left out when Kobe had 48 and 16 against Sacramento in 01. T-Mac, I don't know if you step up to the plate and do that. I don't know. I can't just say because you as good as him means you would do that. You might get, palms might get sweaty. You might get nervous. Or when Shaq fouled out in Game 4 in Indiana, they're up 2-1, Shaq fouls out, Kobe goes to work and closes that game. I don't know if T-Mac has that in him. James Harden, one of the most talented players we've ever seen. We see what he does when the lights really get bright. He gets he dims down. So you can't just think your talent equates to everybody else's success. It does not work that way. If it did, T-Mac would have at least got out one first round.
And he had a prime Yao Ming at the time. That Houston Rockets team, they won like 20 something straight in the season. Like, come on now, come on, like I respect T-Mac, great player. But I just feel like because Kobe's not here to defend himself.
People been talking a little bit reckless.
People been talking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
years, people been talking a little.
They've been going at Kobe like Kobe is not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they wouldn't talk. They said, people been saying things to me that I don't think they would have the courage to say if he was here.
Right.
Like, so, and like I said, all respect to Mac. As a talent, T-Mac is one of the best we ever seen. But
absolutely.
You cannot just equate talent to being a better player. Dwayne Wade is a better player than Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady is more talented than Dwayne Wade. Mel knows one of my favorite players is Kyrie Irving.
No, I'm listening. I'm just listening, bro. I love it. Good content right here, baby.
Mel knows Kyrie Irving is top 5 player for me, or like top 5, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I do not think too many more people are more talented or more skilled than him. I think he's more talented than Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry is a better basketball player because of intangibles, leadership, bringing guys together, showing up, his health. Those things equate to being a better player. It's not just simply who's more talented. If it was that simple, take that to one-on-one. That's when you could show that. Mike Beasley as talented as it gets.
I'm about to say Bees.
Bees is a step, but because of other reasons, he's not a great NBA player, didn't have a great career because of other intangibles. There's a lot that filters into being a great player. It's not just I'm a great talent.
Right. Yeah.
We was talking about T-Mac. Yeah, replacing.
T-Mac
said
and
if you
Cole.
replaced
When Mac
him,
said if you swapped him out and he had Shaq, they would have won championships. They would have won championships. Like, and I agree with that. I don't know if they'd have won I don't know, because Shaq and Kobe won 3 together, right?
In a row.
They
three-peated.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't know at that point if Max
mental.
Like, Kobe was different when it came to the game than Mac. Mac was more talented than Kobe. There's not even a question about that. You know what I'm saying? But
talent.
attrition wise, I don't know if he would have been what Kobe was for Shaq. And Shaq even said it. He was like, I didn't work hard. He was in the
Shit.
gym
Kobe used
97
to
hours a day.
Kobe used
You
to
know what I'm
get in
saying?
Shaq's ass. Pause about that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Mac don't.
That's
Yeah, Mac
attrition.
is Mac is
Mentally,
cool, laid
physically.
back. I don't
Yeah.
know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know
Right.
if he would have motivated Shaq to be what Shaq was. Like how Kobe had to do it. Like people don't look at that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Those are
That's
That's
the
a
the
whole
those are
different.
the
intangibles.
That's an intangible. That's
Yeah.
something you can't teach. He's not like you could train somebody for that. To get in 7 foot, 350 pound dude and tell him, hey man, you need to work harder. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Or it's my team. I don't know if Mac had that with him then. But I
Mm-hmm.
think they would have won a championship or two.
I think he
But
would have got one.
I think Shaq
maybe
was
one.
so
Like that. It
great.
could have been probably one.
I think
Yeah.
they would have got one. I don't think they would have done what those Lakers did. I don't
Right.
think they
They
would have done
almost
that.
four-peated, bro. It's
They
crazy.
Yep. I
they
say this,
almost four-peat. Go ahead.
And Kobe
Go
put it
ahead.
on himself. He was like, nah, I should have
yo,
put more
if
pressure.
you replace
94
T
feet on
Mac,
Chauncey Billups.
replace
Huh?
T Mac with Kobe in '01, the Sixers win. I'm dead serious though. If you replace T Mac with Kobe in
That's an
'01,
interesting take,
Allen
bro.
Iverson has a
Hell,
ring. Allen Iverson has a ring.
no. Hey, look, and I
I
love
don't
Chuck.
not I don't not with that.
No,
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
just say this. Nah, that's great. I like that. Hey,
Segiro,
I love this shit, bro. I love this shit. I fuck with
Segiro,
y'all, man. Y'all know I fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
But hey, bro,
Segiro.
I would say, nah, I would say it would. It wouldn't have been. It would have maybe went like 6 games though. With Tracy McGrady instead of Kobe there, it might
Allen
have went like
Iverson
six,
has a
maybe seven.
chip. Replace T Mac with Kobe.
Nah,
Iverson
I
has
don't
a
know.
chip.
I
They
think
couldn't.
Allen Iverson
They
would have
couldn't be no
averaged a
Chip.
champ.
little bit more because Kobe,
It would have
because
went like
T
six
Mac,
games.
yeah, because T Mac is
They
not a
could.
defender
They can't
like
stop
Kobe.
Shaq, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
it
think
was
you see
Shaq
how
was
nobody.
They
too
you
couldn't.
see how
dominant.
Nobody
Glenn
can stop
Robinson
Shaq
It
ever.
was
you see
nobody
how Glenn
stopping Shaq.
Robinson had T Mac flustered and won the fight? You see how the Sixers played defense?
So
It would have maybe went
T
six
Mac with
games.
Kobe,
I would.
Allen Iverson. Hold on. See this fucking newspaper? This is a 2001 Philadelphia newspaper.
Yo, why do you have? Yo, this you're
Is
different.
You see
we
this
got the
shit?
MVP? I think it's upside
Hold
down,
on,
gang.
hold on,
Oh no,
hold
is it
on,
right?
hold on, hold on,
Yo,
hold
Mel
on,
is
hold on,
different, son.
hold on.
He
Who
got
trash now?
newspaper.
My brother with these newspapers, he got the
Yo,
papers.
he
That's
got
You see
papers
crazy.
it?
from
Yo,
'01.
Allen Iverson, chip. Replace T Mac with Kobe in '01.
So
Allen Iverson, chip.
I
let me
don't
Chip.
let,
think
me- let,
so.
let
Chip.
me piggyback off that. I don't agree with Mel that they win that chip.
Me
But
neither.
if T Mac was on that team, I don't know for sure if those Lakers get past those Spurs or those Kings. Because
That's a
remember,
fact. Do
Kobe
you know
had
how
a
Kobe was playing against the Spurs, bro?
and the Kings back then. I don't know if Mac shows up that way. So
Mm.
Kobe averaged
that's
like
what I'm.
36.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
he had
points
a
for them series though,
let
He was
too.
he
no, but it wasn't about the points, bro. It was how he was playing, bro. It was
how he
like
was.
Mike,
It
relentless.
was
Yeah.
He was going
yeah.
crazy, bro. Diving in the crowd, getting loose ball, come back, stealing. He was playing.
That's
Yeah,
past
so,
talent. That's a
yeah, I
dog
hear
that
that.
you
So
can't
what
teach.
y'all saying that? So they beat like
Can't hear
with
you,
T
Ant.
Mac
Can't hear
being
you.
on chilling, like when you got Erickson with Aaron McKee feeding for the rock,
Can't hear
being
you, Ant.
feisty on defense. You really think that if you replace T Mac with Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson is chipped up? You're not hearing me? Like
No,
he's chipped
we hear
up.
you. We
He's
hear you.
chipped up. Come
I just
on,
think that
son.
like
T
intangibles,
Mac, sit
right? Like I
down, man.
think because T
Mac,
Mac was more of in that point in time,
he was
Kobe
more
was
gifted.
relentless, but T Mac was like a ultra relentless score. Like all he thought about was like, I'm gonna bust your ass. Right. So
Son.
I
No,
think Allen
no.
Iverson would
I'm
have
not
got
letting you
at
rock with that.
least no,
Glenn
Allen
It
Robinson
Iverson
was
would
would
have
in
have
his
went like
averaged
ass.
6 games.
more. He would have
It would have
averaged
went
Glenn
six.
more.
That's
Robinson in
cool.
Milwaukee was in his ass in '01.
But remember,
Look
you
it
got
up.
Shaq back there. You got
Yo,
Shaq.
listen to what I'm
Bro,
telling you. Glenn Robinson is not a defender. T-Mac wants to fight him because he's mad. So Sixers play defense. T-Mac out of here.
And you got
Oh
to
one,
understand, the most intangible one out of that is Phil Jackson, bro. You think Phil Jackson is going to
of course, yeah.
allow T Mac to get flustered like you were saying, bro? You got
yes.
to. You gotta
Yes.
No, he
understand
the
he
Zen. He the
If he
replacing.
Zen
run,
master
Mike got
now.
to get
He got
crossed
the
by
Zen. He
AI.
the Zen
Yeah.
master.
You
Mike, get
gotta
him.
Zen
you gotta
master.
you gotta look at the whole totality of what you're saying, and you're replacing Kobe with T Mac. I think T Mac would have probably had a better series than Kobe as far as scoring wise on Allen Iverson. Remember, he's 6'9", bro. What is Allen Iverson gonna do with T Mac? What are you gonna
Yeah,
do with him?
yeah. Aaron McKee would have had to take that
It'll
matchup.
win six. It'll
Yeah,
win
Allen Iverson
six
wasn't
games.
defending Kobe though. That's what you're not.
But
You're
but,
like you're
but
not.
who gonna? But
Yeah.
just
He
imagine
not.
Kobe
But see,
and T Mac that they would have got against. And we just saying against this Philadelphia team, not against this Philadelphia team. They would have got him out of here, bro.
I,
That you're
I,
replacing Kobe with T Mac. Like you got to understand T Mac, who T Mac
yeah, you
is,
got to understand.
and that
Allen
particular
Iverson
time.
in
Yeah,
'01, the
I get
fucking
it.
answer in '01.
Oh, yo, the
Fuck wrong
comments
with
gonna
you,
have a
Mac?
they're gonna have a field day with this. I
Wrong
love
with
it.
this?
This is great content.
Allen 2001. T Mac is cute. Allen Iverson is the answer. The answer. You
I
understand what I'm telling you?
I think
2001.
I
Allen
think Shaq
Iverson.
listen, Shaquille O'Neal, bro.
O'Neal. I think
Yeah,
Shaq was
yo,
That's
too
it.
much.
don't get me
They
wrong.
had
Shaq,
nothing. Nobody
they had
had nothing
nothing.
for him.
You
Nobody
right.
had
T
You
nothing.
Mac,
right.
Kobe, AI, I loved him.
You right.
Shaquille O'Neal, bro.
You
That's
right. You
it.
right. You right.
Yo,
But
man,
I tell you
that
this.
Shaq ain't gonna let them win that over him. Shaq
yeah.
was getting
He not
46 and 17
he
That's what I'm
not
rebounds,
let
saying,
he
bro.
six
not
That's what I'm
let
trying to.
blocks,
That's what I'm
he not
saying.
letting Matt
and he
Geiger
had missed like 11 free throws.
and Matumbo. Nah,
All right.
that wasn't
So
Yeah,
it.
bro.
see,
He was. I love
And we
Dikembe
only talking
Mutombo is a
about
Hall of
this
Famer. He
particular
was
series. We're not talking
punishing,
about.
bro.
yeah. All right. So look.
Bro,
All right.
like,
So this. All
come
right. Because I know
on,
we
bro.
going a little bit off of it, but this translates right into the ring culture.
Ring culture.
All right. So look. I know Segiro been feeling about it. You kick off the ring culture combo, and then we're gonna let Ant. You know what I'm saying? We're
Not
gonna do
one,
it. 'Cause
not two. Just put it in
So
context. Who the fuck
yes.
said it? LeBron
So
James.
LeBron
Let's put it in
James.
context.
So
Ron started that shit. He did.
Yeah, big
Bron
play
He
started
combo.
this.
really ain't
Let's
really
go.
talked about how he started that shit.
Bron
Wow.
started this conversation.
The track.
Yeah.
Now
Let's get it.
I'm gonna get you a sign made
I
that just
gotta
so
I
you can
gotta
just have
preface my comments by
it.
saying Bron my favorite
Nah, I
player
want
of
to hear
all
it, bro. I
time.
got you, bro.
So I'm not a LeBron hater, nothing. He's my favorite player of all time. But
Word.
LeBron be talking out of both sides of his mouth. Like on one hand, the message he said is correct, but it's coming from the wrong person. Because he's the same guy that said not one, not two, not three, not four, which I think was overblown, but he did say that. But he definitely did say after they came back and beat Golden State, he thought that's what made him the greatest. So you literally are saying winning a championship and how y'all won it is what you feel now makes you the GOAT. That is literally embodying ring culture. So you can't criticize something you try to say supported your reason for why you're the GOAT. So, like I said, his messaging is correct. He's the wrong guy to say it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
stop there and let y'all chime in, and then we can keep on
I'm
going
I'm
by
I'm
the
gonna
time.
say something. I'm gonna digress. I am a LeBron hater. The reason why I am a LeBron hater is because you came to LA. You could have went to any other team. That's Kobe. Leave that man alone. Leave his
His
what he did,
legacy,
the
yeah.
culture. Leave that
Legacy.
alone. You didn't have to come to LA. But that's neither here nor there. And the
All great
reason
players
why
come to LA at some point.
the reason why this is so
Yeah.
talked about is because the way LeBron went to go chase championships, right? Because early in the season, early in his career, what they were saying, yo, he's a great player, but he didn't win one yet. He got to the finals, he didn't win one yet. So he had to leave Cleveland and go to another man's team, which was Dwayne Wade, to do what?
To win
Chase a
championships.
ring, right? So when you, and your points, Trevor, like, how can you come out your mouth to say, I don't understand what the ring culture is? But he said it. Why? Because I feel the more LeBron James play, the lower his GOAT status becomes. Because you got to play such and such to catch one guy that literally did everything you did in short amount of seasons, 11, 12 seasons, right? That you got to catch up. So he's trying to eliminate, because they always talking about what they always talk about with Mike and LeBron. Well, Mike is 6-0 in the final 6 championships, right? That's a lot of people's argument. So LeBron is trying to put the narrative out there because he has a lot of fans that support him. He want to put the narrative out there, well, championships don't matter, right? So let's take that out the equation. I'm the GOAT because I got more points, I got more assists, I've been in the league longer, so I'm the GOAT, right? So to the millennials, the people that never watched Mike play, they may, oh yeah, he the GOAT. Rings don't matter. So if you get enough of that conversation spewing on the internet, they always say you tell a lie sometime become the truth. Yeah, so LeBron knows he's smart. He's a cerebral guy. If I put this shit out, enough of my fans are going to be on the internet saying rings don't matter, rings don't matter. He better than Mike. He's the GOAT. You heard him say it. It don't matter, and that narrative is going to be put out. But for us, we know rings do matter. Rings matter, bro.
And LeBron knows they matter. That's why the message
He knows.
what he should have said is, because he tried to say something like, "You're not gonna tell me that somebody's gonna say Allen Iverson, Charles Barkley, Steve Nash are not great players because they never won." But nobody's ever said that. I've never
Nobody's
met a
ever
single
said that.
person that's ever said Allen Iverson's not great, Charles Barkley's not great, Steve Nash not great. So he's saying something that nobody even ever says. What we do say is, when you get into that room of greatness, now we have to start nitpicking. Do you have this? Did you win MVP? Did you win a scoring title? Have you won championships?
Right.
And that's how we now start to rise the cream of the top to get this pyramid. So ring culture is a real thing. Some people use it the wrong way. It elevates guys like Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's now in conversations he probably shouldn't be in because he's a multiple-time champion.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't hurt everybody. And then some guys get picked at because they won rings different ways.
Absolutely.
And then we also got to realize ring culture is a lot of great players are the ones who really prop it up. Like Shaq is always on TV telling Charles Barkley he can't talk about certain things because he never won a championship.
Right.
So it don't even be media. It be the players that be doing it sometimes themselves. Or Draymond Green be like, you can't talk to me because you never won a championship.
He just act like he was better than Barkley because he got
But like Barkley's a better player than you. And then the last point I want to make is probably not the last point, but one thing I really want to say that's really important to me is, just because you won a championship doesn't mean you necessarily know how to win, because there's different ways to win.
Right.
Dirk's road to a championship is way different than KD's road to a championship. So Dirk might feel, KD, you don't know what it's like to go through what I went through to win. Or Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan won every way imaginable. So Mike is looking at a lot of these guys like, y'all are champions, but y'all don't know how to win a championship as the guy. Y'all don't know how to win a championship three-peating. Y'all don't know how to win a championship when everybody's coming for you. Yeah, KD, you won a championship, but you did it by going to a team that already knew how to win. I had to show my team how to win. I had to learn how to win. So while we have a lot of champions, they don't know all how to win the same way. And that's cool, but don't try to diminish the next guy or talk shit about the next guy because of how he won or how he did it, because they all did it different ways. But at the end of the day, you still got to respect it.
Right. And I just say,
bro,
go ahead, Ant.
Yeah, Ant, on you.
Bad.
Now you good, Ant. It's on you.
Just to unpack a lot of that, bro. This is the only sport I feel like we hoopers.
Yes.
This is the only sport which is synonymous with hip hop, where we break this shit down differently than other genres. So with music, it's different genres. They don't look at how we look at hip hop. Yeah. He didn't write this. He didn't write that. Drake didn't do this. Whatever they're saying.
Only culture that like picks at.
If Reba McEntire has somebody write a song that we listen to tens of decades later, nobody cares who wrote that.
Right.
But if we found out somebody wrote Nas's Illmatic, it's gonna be like our lives are over, our childhood is ruined. Like, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm talking about. Right, it's synonymous, bro. You feel me? So like when I think, So when I think about LeBron, this is a problem. I don't have it's not a problem, but this is my thing with him, and I had to figure this shit out because I feel like his entire career since he was like in the 10th grade has been flawless. 22 years going in the league now, still 26-7-7 or whatever. It's 27-7-7. No blemishes, no problems with the law, nothing like that. Bro, he the standard. Mike had his shit. We know about that, which is cool. Kobe had his shit. We know about that. You know what I mean? So like, but I feel like legacy-wise, what Bron does is he's chasing something that he don't never gonna get.
Never gonna get.
You know what I'm saying? Because like look at like Allen Iverson went to Philly, went through all his shit, came out, didn't win the chip. It's cool. Look at him like he won. That showed us how to do it. That came from nothing.
Gilly
Michael
said it.
Jordan, country boy, go to Carolina and then go to and he's the greatest.
He's born in
He didn't
Brooklyn.
have a
Born in
chase.
Brooklyn.
He
Born in
came
Brooklyn.
back.
Get it right, man. Get it right. Born in Brooklyn.
He was in Brooklyn for like 3 days.
He's a
He's from Wilmington,
He's a
bro.
North
From North
Carolina
Carolina.
boy.
Bro, let Mo
From North Carolina.
spit like about some
Don't let me
Jordan
put my
Brooklyn
Jordan.
shit.
Hey, I put the Jordan jersey on right now. Stop playing with me.
I go
The
get one too.
Carolina one.
Me too.
No,
Yeah.
but this is my thing. So like, it's and coach grew up in Philly, didn't know English, and then learned English and
Yeah.
turned in Lower Marion, stayed with the Lakers for 20 years. He's trying to be that. And it's like, bro, you started this culture, which is good. Look, I got that.
Yeah.
But no, he's trying to chase something legacy wise now. So
Yeah.
when it comes to the rings, I'm like, bro, what you got? 4 rings? You good. You started this culture of player mobility,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah.
fine. So you got to embrace that for one. The way they did it was terrible with the Boys and Girls Club, weird shirt. I'm like, hey, bro, you ain't have to do it like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because you kind of made a mockery out of your city. That's how they felt,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But it is what it is. But when you see him say shit like, "Oh, it's not about," come on, bro. You know what time it is, bro. You started this shit, so don't walk this back. You know what I'm saying? You can't walk it back now and say, "Nah, it
Right.
ain't about that." You know what I
Right.
mean? Because it's tears to it. You come in the league, you want to show everybody how good you are. He did that, of course. And then it's like, I want to get MVPs. I want to do this, that. You did that. And now you got to win championships. And then you did that.
Mm-hmm.
So now you at this place now where it's like, if I'm going to show the people the right way, you trying to he's trying to paint his narrative to the people too much.
That's the problem.
We
Me and
said
You
that
Mel
see what I'm
said
earlier,
saying?
Segiro.
That's
he
what I'm really trying to get to, man. I didn't want to talk your head off. He's painting his narrative to them, to people. And like
We
we
said
know,
that,
like,
Segiro.
bro, you don't have to do that.
you
Just
too
be
great
you,
to
bro.
do
Because
Just
that.
be
now
you.
it's like because like I'm like Michael Jordan never had to do that. Kobe never had to do
Never.
that. My
Never.
kids, they know like my boys, they know Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and they love LeBron. But if I ask them who their favorite player, they're gonna say Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Cause there's never no other shit. Like we don't have to do cartoons and remake shit and do all. We ain't got to do none of that. Mike is Mike.
Mike
Cole
is
is
Mike.
Cole.
Mm-hmm.
AI is AI. Shaq is
Mm-hmm.
Shaq. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
they trying to fit. You trying to be something to everybody else. You know what I'm
He
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like just be
he what
Braun. You already
bro
was Braun.
and Braun and we love Braun. Braun's
No,
only
you
problem is
love Braun.
it's like Braun want
I love
to
Braun too. Man.
it's
No,
like
y'all
Braun want
love
to be
Braun.
it's like Braun want to be liked by
Mike is my favorite player
everybody.
ever. Let's start there.
Mike is the GOAT. He's the
Mike is
Yeah.
my
GOAT.
favorite basketball player ever.
And the funny reason why Mike is the GOAT is because the story, the peaks and valleys of his career, like Ant made a great point, right? Like LeBron is flawless from the standpoint of how to do it, how to handle
Yeah.
business, how to
Right.
bring your people on, how to stay out of trouble. But Mike is flawless. Like Mike's career is like a movie. Like like it's really like how it ended in Chicago, how they started winning championships, the fact that he has 2 separate three-peats, took a break, come back, did it. His shit is just like the flu game. It's shit he got sneakers that could be movies. Like there's a sneaker named after everything he did, the last shot, the this, the that. You can't write Mike's career. Mike's career it's like a movie, but it wasn't written. Where LeBron is trying to write a movie that he don't need to write. It's just,
Mm-hmm.
bro, own your shit. Like you a prodigy that did it better than everybody ever did it. You like a combination of Magic and Jordan. You just had little pitfalls throughout your career that you can't shake that will forever have us thinking Jordan's a little better than you. Because
Right.
what you did against Dallas, Michael Jordan would have never did.
Never.
And you know, like I said, when we're talking about the greatest of the greats, we gotta pick hairs. And there's really no hairs to pick with Jordan. There's a couple to pick with LeBron, and it just is what it is. But there's nothing wrong
Right.
with that. There's nothing
Right.
wrong with that. He has a case that he might really be the GOAT, but if he's not, he's no less than number two. And that's
Right.
cool.
My thing, and I just
That's
feel like
fine, bro. Like
Like, you know how many people play basketball? To say you the
Right.
second best that ever
That
fucking
ever
lace up
played.
ever
sneakers,
in
Right.
life since Earth was made. God
and
gave us
you
Earth.
and you got an honest case that you might be one, but at worst you number two. Like, bro,
Right.
like that's cool. That's
Right.
cool. And for the people
But
who
he
don't
don't have to.
consider,
He's trying to paint this shit for
he's
the
trying to
kid.
like,
I don't know what he's doing.
yeah,
Yeah,
He's painting his narrative
I,
for himself now. I'm like, them
yeah,
dudes didn't have to do that. You know
yeah.
what I
Right.
mean?
I
too
think,
great to have to do that.
Go ahead, Mel.
yeah, I think like, you know, it's like, it's almost like he should have took a page from Jay-Z book, right? Like this. Everybody will be able to follow me with this. It was a point in
Walk.
time when I felt like Jay-Z was trying to do that. When he kept saying he's better than Big, he's better. If he not, like he was saying that stuff,
Yeah,
and
if I'm
people
not
wasn't
better than
taking to it
Big, who the
well.
closest
You
one?
know,
Yeah.
they wasn't taking to it well because they're like, yo, why are
Yeah.
you fiending? Like if you that dude, and that's kind of what Braun doing. Then you see Jay-Z chilled out with it. And
Now you
then he
can't
He
started
even
letting
beat
did.
Jay
Yeah.
Z.
people
Yeah.
he started letting people just say, oh, and then you start hearing, oh, Jay-Z's the best into this. It's like Braun should have took that page. It's like, yo, you can't. It kind of makes what Stephen A was saying about him even look even more better though. Like you've been mad because people don't think you this and that. It's like it's
Right.
cool. Like why are
You
you
know what's
mad?
funny?
You
Like,
know?
you know what? One thing that Braun does that I love, but it takes away from his greatness or the mystique is he's too available. Like we see him so much.
So
There's
Right.
much.
no,
Yeah.
there's no like
Yeah.
mystique behind him. Like Michael Jordan, as a kid, you used to wonder, yo, I wonder like how Mike practices or like how it looks when he's just in the gym by himself. Like, but we see Braun so much.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great. Like he's showing the kids what's going on. Like that's great. That's part of the reason why we like him. But it also takes away from like your mystique and your greatness. Like you see Jay Z now. Jay Z don't do interviews. He don't do, and it's made him greater. It's made him a bigger
You
figure.
don't
It's
need
like
to be doing them.
the
Yeah.
more
Shit going
people
on.
don't see you, the more you start to be like this like idea versus this real person. Like Mike is really like an idea more than a person. Like kids that never seen him play wear his sneakers because of the idea of who he was. Like
But to that point, Segiro, like Mike is kind of like a guy that's secluded, so to speak. He doesn't want
he don't
people. He
yeah.
wants that nostalgia. Like,
And
yo, Braun
it
is a
helps his
person. As
Braun
you
wants
see
to
on it, he
bring
want
you
to be
in.
in the
He's
spotlight.
seeking the
Hey, I'm happy.
validation.
High five, do hand claps and do all the types
He's
of
seeking
shit.
the
That's
validation.
LeBron's personality. So he wants to be made available. The thing where I see on the outside and looking at the whole scope of LeBron James is that he wants to be accepted so bad.
By
And
everybody. And you never
everybody,
gonna be accepted by everybody. You never will
everybody,
be.
like you're gonna have people that's not gonna like you. You're gonna have people that's not gonna say you're the GOAT. You're gonna have people that are gonna have their favorite players, and that's cool. But to him, he feels like, no, I gotta be the GOAT, right?
To
If there, like he
everybody.
even said, if there was a team and yeah, I'm picking me first. Why, bro? You know, I understand you wanna, as a player, you wanna say, yo, I'm the best at this, I'm the best at that. But like y'all said, like, don't don't say it. Let the people determine that for you.
Cause
Because
the
you great. You're
yeah,
a
But
great
that's the thing.
basketball
Like
player.
when he went to Miami, because that shit didn't go how he thought it was gonna go.
they
And
thought
I
that
kind
was
of
gonna be
blame
a
whoever
four
put
piece.
that together with how they made that move, which is cool. I don't. I'm all with player mobility. I'm cool with
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Like, I like that he was a pioneer for that. But he had to try to make. He tried to make himself the villain
And that shit
until they
didn't
got
work
to the
out for him.
finals and lost to Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lost to Dallas and Dirk won, and it was like, all right, I got to change my image back
I gotta
because
get back to
Cleveland hates
being
me.
me.
Everybody else hating me, but I'm the best player in the league. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like, let me get back to like being who it was when I was like coming out of St. Vincent, St. Mary, and you know what I mean, going to Cleveland, going to all those finals, even though he lost. You know what I mean? It's cool. Getting like 9 straight finals is crazy. I don't
Yeah,
care
it's
who you
crazy.
are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that social media and the media changed. He just went on social media, and it was
Mm-hmm.
just so great. But Mike didn't have. Mike wasn't gonna go to the media. Even when he went to the media. He go to the podium. It wasn't no like. It was still like, yo, it's on me. It ain't no man. I don't care. I'm gonna live my life. Y'all do what y'all gonna do. I'm
Right.
going on
Y'all gonna
vacation.
wake up and
Like it wasn't
say
no
Yeah.
you
shit.
bring
Like
yeah,
no,
say
see,
nothing
that's
like
like
that.
here and here. You know what I'm
And
saying?
dumb
So
little
that's what I'm saying.
things
So
is
yeah.
what
So
separates them.
When he's overcompensating, he was overcompensating from that.
Yes.
Let's start there, bro. Because he was like, I'll be like, I'm like, bro, you got to be built. Kobe was going through a trial, bro,
A
in the
rape
playoffs
trial.
against Denver. Came in there,
Rape
yeah,
trial.
serious work, serious crazy shit.
That's
Came
life
in,
altering
went to
shit right
work,
there.
got off. Yeah, I say now he can do that because a lot of people not like him up here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We know you not like that up there.
Mm-hmm.
You try to be the villain. It take a lot to be that.
It take a
So I
lot to
feel like
be
you kind
that.
of overcompensating. What you got going on, bro? No, I was messing.
It take a lot to be that.
So,
And another thing is, we
yeah,
gotta remember, not everybody when Jordan was in his heyday, not everybody thought he was the GOAT. Some people thought it was still Kareem. Some people tell you Bill Russell. It don't matter who
right.
you are. Not everybody's gonna accept you as what you believe you are. And Braun, I understand why he thinks he should be the GOAT everybody, because like Ant said, ain't nobody done it like him. Since the 10th grade, he's really been him. Like really been him. He looks like
Right on.
they created him in a lab. Like he's different.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like I get it, but you still gotta have some humbleness to you and confidence, but still know how to. It's a it's a thin line. It's a thin line. So I just think Braun need
yeah.
to relax, understand that he really is him, and he don't need to say it or defend it. Just let it be what it is. Because I
Yeah.
ain't gonna. I went back and watched when he
Cause
called
he be
himself the
lying,
GOAT.
man. He be lying like shit, man.
I went back
He
when
be lying, bro. And I be like, bro, you don't have to. I'm not saying like he's an embellisher. Like he
Yeah,
gonna embellish
yes.
on
He going
everything.
back. He
I'm not
said
gonna
he
say lying, but I mean I love him as a what he represents. Like, and my kids love him. I'm like, and they got all his shoes, and
I
I wore his
fuck with
shoes when I.
Braun.
I just like I'm like, bro, why are you putting all that sauce on that
But he
story?
put
He do shit
sauce
like
on
that.
shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know his career is well documented. Obviously,
I
we
can't wait
speaking on it, but
for the documentary of his shit
you
to
know
come
he
out,
gonna do
man.
something like Air, like Mike movie was. You know he gonna do something like that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last dance. You know,
or like
He
Kobe, like the
he gonna do
Last
something.
Dance,
He gonna it's gonna that shit gonna
yeah,
take
it's
Tom
gonna be.
versus
years.
Tom. But I mean, I'm
Yeah,
here for it, bro. I mean, I tell people like, bottom line for me, I'm gonna digress after I say this. I tell people like, man, look, bro, just embrace the greatness, bro. We ain't gonna never see nobody like that again
We'll never see
for
this
I don't know
again.
how long. We'll never see nobody like that.
I don't think in
You know
our
what I mean?
lifetime, we all around the same age. I don't think in our lifetime we'll ever see something like LeBron again. Kids ain't
No,
even
no.
kids ain't even
On and
built.
off the court.
They're not even
Right.
built to be that. Today's kids is not
And that's
even
a
built
whole
to
different
be
story. We can get into that.
that.
I got AAU team, training company, coach high school. Bro, don't even get me started on that there. Lord have mercy, bro.
I mean, my thing with LeBron and just the thing that I think gets a lot of people pissed off about LeBron is that he almost kind of want to thrust his name into every situation, and because that's who he is, right? I think again, if you just said back like Mel said and just chilled and just let the people talk about him and proclaim him, put him in that conversation, he would have had a more greater he would have had more people on his side. Because if you look at social media, people hate Braun. Like they be killing him. Like you not this, you not every video that we posted up in New York.
No,
You ain't the GOAT, LeBum. It's like because LeBron put himself out there and like you said, Segiro, a lot of lackluster performances here and there, which kind of twinkled his little GOAT debate. And by him sitting there and saying, yo, that right there made me the greatest player of all time when you won a championship, but then you want to go and say that rings don't matter. Again, why? Because, in order to catch Mike, you got to eliminate the conversation about rings. Because if you eliminate the conversation about rings, he's still not going to be better than Mike, but he has a more compelling conversation, right? But every time when we talk about Mike, is though Mike's 6-0 in the finals, two three-peats. Can you do that? Like that trumps a lot of shit LeBron
And
does.
I'm not gonna hold you. I used to take Mike's repeats kind of for granted, and the fact that I'm seeing teams barely could get back to like the Western Conference or Eastern Conference Finals after winning
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
like teams like teams struggle to go back to back. Son, two three-peats is really
And
crazy.
who's the other
Crazy,
person, the
bro.
closest person to do it? Kobe.
No, Kobe and Shaq did it
They
once, right?
almost four-peated.
They almost
Yeah.
right. You know what I mean? And
So
so it's like, yo, LeBron, like just chill out, bro. Like you are great. You're a great player. being number 2 behind Michael Jordan, that's not a slap in your face. That is not disrespecting you. That's like, yo, you the second greatest player to ever play the game behind all. And it's crazy because Mike never even said he's the greatest player of all time. He said it's disrespectful
He used
he
to
didn't play against
always
Oscar. He didn't
deflect.
play
He used to
against Wilt. He
always
didn't
Deflect
play
that.
deflect that.
He
right.
never
Always
like,
Deflect that.
and
Always.
he's
and this is why we all say that,
That's
or
what's
a lot of
different.
people
You
say
see what
that
I'm saying?
Mike is the
He was
greatest.
like, that made me the greatest. That made me the greatest. Bro, you already you putting fuel on the fire. This is the thing,
It's
bro.
just
And
too much.
that was crazy. Listen, this goes back on some real shit to an old Hove quote, bro. He said, "Die and be a hero, or live long
Live
enough to see
along,
yourself
yeah.
become a
become a
villain."
villain.
That wasn't Hove, bro. That
22
was
years, bro. You
Batman.
can't. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, some people, you have to expect this. You can't write
That was
your
Batman.
narrative out now.
That was
You
Batman.
already who you are. You've been
Right.
engraved.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Let it rock.
Let it
You know
rock.
what I
Yeah.
mean? We already know, bro. We know.
Yeah.
If it's for the kids, go do some cartoons and chill. But you don't have to keep telling us, like, yeah, nigga, you done did it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Mike
Yeah.
never had to do that. It's just
Never.
like, I'm Mike. That's it.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
Kobe. That's it. Allen Iverson, well, he live in Charlotte. He walk in the building. We know what time it is. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You served your purpose, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
So
And then
I'm
You
some.
gonna be
know, I
quiet
want to
again.
ask. I want to ask a question right quick. They had it on Sports, and I thought it was interesting. Somebody like, because you know how people be behind mics and they all say shit the fucking want to say. So one dude said that that KD going to Rockets diminishes his legacy. Do y'all
I saw
feel
that
that him
stupid.
going to Houston, or this is his 15th in his NBA career? Do y'all feel that hinders Kevin Durant's legacy?
No.
Nope, because Kevin Durant's legacy is literally you want to talk about pioneer? Kevin Durant is pioneering what a real unicorn looks like. Like anybody that's a hooper knows what Kevin Durant is. He's one of the greatest basketball players ever. He fits in any system. He's efficient. He loves basketball to the core of his heart. Like there might be a basketball in there. And he's a guy that owns who he is. He knows he's not a leader. He never said he was, and he also said he doesn't want to be. He said, I want to show up, clock in, do my job, and go home.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that.
Right.
That's who Kevin Durant is. That's what
Not
Kevin Durant's legacy is. I'm one of the greatest to ever do it. And that's
because
it.
because
It like
Ant,
all of
you.
this. Yeah, go
Mhm.
ahead, bro. Finish
No, no,
up.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. My
Yeah,
bad, sir.
all of this about people be looking like Ant said it. They just ain't got nothing to talk about. It's summertime. Sports about to be dead. People just start saying real stupid stuff to
Crazy.
Yeah.
get clicks and stuff.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant is one of them. I don't care what anybody say. He's one of them. Now, am
Mhm.
I going to put him on a Kobe, LeBron, Jordan level? As a talent, yes. Intangibles, no.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
But
Absolutely.
Kevin Durant is one of them. And
But I was gonna
it's really not a game. He's a 7'2" guard. He's not even he's a
Yep.
guard. He's a guard.
Yeah.
He got guard skills and all that.
Yeah.